Have you ever met someone who seems to know what you're feeling before you even say a word? Someone who can make you think differently just by how they act? If so, you may have met an INFJ Heyoka Empath. These rare individuals are both highly intuitive and deeply empathetic, yet they also challenge people in unexpected ways. The term INFJ comes from personality theory and represents someone who is introverted, intuitive, feeling, and judging. Meanwhile, a Heyoka Empath is a special kind of empath known for their contrarian wisdom. They use humor, unpredictability, and deep emotional understanding to help others see the truth. Together, the INFJ and Heyoka traits create a powerful force, a person who can heal others, inspire change, and challenge old ways of thinking. They are mirrors to the soul, reflecting what people need to see, whether it's good or bad. In this video, we'll explore 8 true wisdoms of the INFJ Heyoka Empath. These are the lessons they live by and the ways they impact the world. Whether you are one or know someone like this, understanding these wisdoms will help you appreciate their unique and powerful nature. Let's begin. 1. Embracing paradoxes. One of the most fascinating things about INFJ Heyoka Empaths is their ability to live in paradoxes. They can be both serious and playful, both gentle and strong, both deeply emotional and incredibly logical. This confuses people at times, but it is also what makes them special. INFJs are known for their deep thinking and structured nature, while Heyoka Empaths are known for breaking patterns and being unpredictable. Together, this creates a person who follows their own rules, someone who values wisdom, but also understands that sometimes the best way to teach is through humor or unexpected behavior. For example, an INFJ Heyoka Empath might comfort a friend in pain, but do it in a way that seems strange at first, maybe by making a joke or saying something completely opposite to what the person expects. While this might feel shocking, it often helps the other person see things differently and break free from their pain. They also challenge social norms. They see the world as it is, but they also see what it could be. They can work within systems while also questioning them. If something doesn't make sense, they will call it out, even if it makes them unpopular. This paradoxical nature is what makes them powerful healers and teachers. They don't just give people comfort, they shake them awake. They don't just follow what's expected, they rewrite the rules when needed. INFJ Heyoka Empaths embrace the idea that truth is not always simple. They understand that sometimes you have to break something to fix it, and that the path to wisdom often involves contradiction and challenge. 2. Reflective healing. INFJ Heyoka Empaths have a unique way of helping people heal. They act as a mirror. This means they don't just listen to what someone says. They reflect their emotions, thoughts, and hidden truths back to them. This can be eye-opening and even uncomfortable, but it's one of the most powerful ways they help others grow. Many people go through life with unresolved emotions, unaware of the patterns that hold them back. An INFJ Heyoka Empath can see through these patterns and show people what they need to see, not just what they want to see. For example, if someone is stuck in a toxic relationship but refuses to admit it, an INFJ Heyoka might reflect that person's own words and actions back to them. They might gently point out contradictions, or they might use humor or unexpected behavior to make the person question their choices. At first, this can feel frustrating for the other person, because nobody likes facing hard truths. But over time, they start to see things clearly and realize what they need to change. INFJ Heyoka Empaths also help people heal emotionally. Because they feel emotions deeply, they can process pain for others. When someone is grieving, an INFJ Heyoka might cry with them, not just as a reaction, but because they are actually feeling the pain alongside them. This shared experience makes people feel truly seen and understood. However, this ability comes with a cost. Being a mirror means absorbing a lot of emotional weight. INFJ Heyokas must learn to set boundaries and protect their own energy, or they can become overwhelmed. In the end, their wisdom lies in their ability to help people see themselves clearly. They don't heal others by giving direct advice. They guide them to their own answers by reflecting their truth back at them. 3. Intuitive insight INFJ Heyoka empaths have an almost supernatural ability to sense what others are feeling. They don't need words to understand emotions. They can pick up on energy, body language, and even the smallest facial expressions. This deep intuition allows them to see the truth beneath the surface. Even when someone is pretending to be happy, an INFJ Heyoka can feel their sadness. If someone is lying, they can often sense the dishonesty without needing proof. This can make them seem almost psychic, but it's simply a result of their deep emotional awareness. Because of this, INFJ Heyoka empaths can offer guidance that feels deeply personal and accurate. They don't just give generic advice, they seem to know exactly what someone needs to hear at the right moment. They can see potential in people before they see it in themselves. For example, if someone is afraid to chase their dreams, an INFJ Heyoka might gently push them forward, not with force, but with the right words, at the right time. They have an uncanny way of knowing what will inspire action. However, this ability is not always easy. Because they can sense hidden emotions, they often feel the pain that others try to hide. They might walk into a room and instantly feel sadness, anger, or tension, even if nobody says a word. This can be overwhelming, and if they don't take time to recharge, they might feel emotionally drained. To protect themselves, INFJ Heyokas need to spend time alone and create boundaries so they don't absorb too much negativity. Their intuitive insight is one of their greatest wisdoms. It allows them to help, guide, and uplift others in ways that most people cannot. But it also requires balance, learning when to step in and when to step back. 4. Creative problem solving, INFJ. Heyoka empaths have a unique way of thinking. While most people follow logical steps to solve problems, they approach challenges from unexpected angles. Their ability to see beyond the obvious helps them find solutions that others might miss. This is because they combine deep intuition with a creative mindset. They don't just look at facts, they feel the situation and consider emotional and spiritual factors as well. This makes them excellent at solving personal, emotional, and even social problems. For example, if a friend is struggling with a life decision, most people might give practical advice. An INFJ Heyoka, however, might ask a strange but insightful question, one that makes the person look at the situation in a completely different way. Their creativity also shows in how they help others grow. Instead of giving direct advice, they might use humor, metaphors, or stories to make someone think. Sometimes their way of guiding people doesn't make sense at first, but later, it turns out to be exactly what was needed. Because of this, they often challenge traditional ways of thinking. If something doesn't feel right, they won't accept it just because it's the normal way. Instead, they will find a better way, even if it means going against the system. However, their problem-solving style can sometimes be misunderstood. Because they don't always explain their thought process, people might not see the wisdom in their ideas right away. They may be labeled as too unconventional or even weird, but in the end, their solutions often work, and people realize their brilliance later. INFJ Heyoka empaths teach us that sometimes the best answers don't come from logic alone. Sometimes we have to think differently, trust our intuition, and embrace creative solutions. 5. Emotional resilience. INFJ Heyoka empaths feel emotions deeply, not just their own, but also those of everyone around them. This makes them incredibly compassionate, but it also means they carry a lot of emotional weight. Despite this, they are some of the most emotionally resilient people you will ever meet. They don't just experience pain, they transform it into wisdom. Every hardship they go through becomes a lesson, making them stronger and more understanding. This is why they are able to help others so effectively. They have already walked through fire and survived. However, their resilience is not about blocking emotions. Unlike some people who ignore pain, INFJ Heyoka empaths face it head-on. They allow themselves to feel sadness, disappointment, and heartbreak, but they don't let it destroy them. Instead, they use it as fuel for growth and healing. For example, if they go through a betrayal, they don't just become bitter. They analyze what happened, understand the deeper meaning, and use it to become wiser and set stronger boundaries. If they see someone else struggling, They don't just offer sympathy. They provide real insight because they have been there before. This emotional resilience is also what allows them to challenge others. They can handle uncomfortable truths, and they aren't afraid to push people to face their own pain. They know that real healing comes from acknowledging emotions, not ignoring them. However, their ability to absorb emotions can sometimes become overwhelming. If they don't take time to recharge, they may feel emotionally drained or even burned out. This is why INFJ Heyokas need to protect their energy, spend time alone, and engage in self-care. Their wisdom comes from knowing that pain is not the enemy. It is a teacher. They don't run from emotions. They embrace them, learn from them, and use them to become stronger. 6. Authentic expression, INFJ Heyoka. Empaths value truth above all else. They are not the type to sugarcoat things or say what people want to hear. Instead, they speak from the heart, even if their words make others uncomfortable. This is because they understand that real growth comes from honesty. While some people hide their emotions or avoid difficult conversations, INFJ Heyokas feel a deep need to express themselves fully and authentically. They don't just say things to please others, they say what needs to be said. For example, if a friend is making a bad decision, they won't just stay silent to avoid hurting their feelings. Instead, they will gently but firmly tell the truth, even if it's hard to hear. Their goal is never to hurt, it's to help people see realities and make better choices. This honesty extends to their own lives as well. INFJ Heyoka empaths are not afraid to be themselves, even if others don't understand them. They embrace their unique personality, and they don't pretend to be something they're not just to fit in. However, their authentic expression can sometimes intimidate others. Some people feel uncomfortable around them because they sense their ability to see through lies and deception. Others might misunderstand their directness and think they are being rude or too blunt. But INFJ Heyokas don't express truth to gain approval. They do it because it's the right thing to do. They know that honesty creates stronger relationships and deeper connections. They also know that sometimes their words won't be accepted right away. But later, people often realize how valuable their insights were. Their wisdom lies in their fearless self-expression. They teach us that the truth, even when difficult, is always better than a comforting lie. By embracing honesty and authenticity, they inspire others to do the same. 7. Altruistic leadership, INFJ Heyoka. Empaths are natural leaders, but not in the traditional sense. They don't seek power or control over others. Instead, they lead with kindness, wisdom, and a deep desire to help. Their leadership is based on serving others, not dominating them. They are often the guiding force behind the scenes, quietly inspiring people to become their best selves. Whether they are teachers, mentors, counselors, or simply a supportive friend, they naturally step into roles where they can uplift and guide. Their leadership style is unique because they don't tell people what to do. They help them discover their own path. Instead of giving orders, they ask deep questions. Instead of forcing change, they inspire it. For example, if someone is feeling lost in life, an INFJ Heyoka won't just give a step-by-step solution. Instead, they will guide them to look within and find their own answers. They help people see what they are capable of, often before they see it themselves. However, their altruistic nature can sometimes be taken advantage of. Because they are so willing to help, some people may drain their energy without giving anything back. This is why INFJ Heyokas must set boundaries and only give their time and wisdom to those who truly appreciate it. Despite this challenge, their leadership is incredibly powerful. They don't need a title or recognition. Their presence alone can change lives. They lead through understanding, compassion, and deep insight, proving that true leadership is not about authority, but about helping others rise. Their wisdom teaches us that the best leaders are not the loudest, the strongest, or the most powerful. The best leaders are those who serve with love, guide with wisdom, and inspire others to grow. 8. Lifelong learning. INFJ Heyoka empaths are on a constant journey of self-discovery and growth. They are never satisfied with surface-level knowledge. They always want to go deeper, to understand more about life, people, and the universe. This deep curiosity makes them lifelong learners. Whether it's psychology, philosophy, spirituality, or even personal experiences, they are always absorbing new insights. They see every challenge, every interaction, and every mistake as an opportunity to learn. Because of this, they often seem wise beyond their years. Even from a young age, they think deeply about life and ask questions that others don't. They don't just accept things as they are. They seek to understand why. For example, if they go through heartbreak, they don't just feel sad and move on. They reflect on it, analyze what they learned, and use that knowledge to grow and help others. Every experience becomes a lesson, and every lesson adds to their wisdom. However, their quest for knowledge can sometimes make them feel disconnected from others. Many people are content with surface-level understanding, but INFJ Heyokas crave depth and meaning. This can make it hard for them to relate to those who don't think the same way. Still, their ability to keep evolving is one of their greatest strengths. They understand that learning never ends, and that true wisdom comes from staying open-minded, questioning everything, and growing with each experience. Their wisdom teaches us that the journey of learning is a lifelong process, one that shapes not only our minds, but also our souls. INFJ Heyoka Empaths are among the rarest and most powerful healers, guides, and truth seekers in the world. They possess a unique blend of deep empathy and rebellious wisdom, allowing them to challenge the status quo while helping others grow. Their presence is often misunderstood, yet their impact on the lives of those around them is undeniable. We've explored 8 profound wisdoms that define these unique individuals. Wisdoms that come from a lifetime of self-reflection, intuition, and emotional depth. Their paradoxical nature allows them to see beyond limitations. Their ability to reflect emotions brings deep healing, and their intuitive insights offer guidance that feels almost supernatural. They solve problems in ways that others cannot, demonstrating an unconventional brilliance that often goes unrecognized at first, but proves invaluable over time. What makes INFJ Heyoka Empath so special is their unwavering commitment to truth and transformation. They do not settle for surface-level understanding. They push for depth, meaning, and real change. Whether it's through their honest communication, ability to see through illusions, or natural leadership, they inspire others to step into their authentic selves. However, this path is not easy. Being an INFJ Heyoka Empath often comes with a heavy burden. They feel emotions more deeply than most, absorb the pain of others, and sometimes struggle to find people who truly understand them. Their ability to challenge falsehoods can make them feel isolated, as not everyone is ready to face the truth. This is why many INFJ Heyokas go through phases of self-doubt, loneliness, and even emotional exhaustion. But despite these challenges, they continue to grow. They understand that every struggle is an opportunity to evolve, and they embrace the lifelong journey of self-discovery and wisdom. They know that they are here for a higher purpose, to guide, to teach, and to awaken others to their full potential. If you are an INFJ Heyoka Empath, know that your gifts are valuable. The world needs your insight, your healing energy, and your ability to see the truth when others cannot. Your journey may not always be easy, but it is meaningful. Your ability to uplift, challenge, and transform lives is something rare and extraordinary. And if you know someone who fits this description, cherish them. These individuals may not always be easy to understand, but their presence is a gift. They are here to break illusions, encourage growth, and bring deep emotional healing to those who are ready for it. INFJ Heyoka Empaths are not ordinary people. They are the ones who walk between worlds, understanding both logic and emotion, balance and chaos, suffering and enlightenment. They do not seek the spotlight, yet their impact is often life-changing for those lucky enough to know them. Their wisdom is not just something they read in books. It comes from experience, introspection, and a lifetime of feeling deeply. They remind us that true wisdom comes from within, and that healing is not just about comfort, but about facing hard truths and growing through them. If this description resonates with you, take a moment to reflect on your journey. How have you used your wisdom to help others? How can you continue to embrace your gifts while protecting your own energy? And if you found value in this discussion, let's continue the conversation. Share your thoughts in the comments, Are you an INFJ Heyoka Empath? Do you know someone who is? Let's build a community where deep thinkers, healers, and truth seekers can support one another. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss future content on personality, spirituality, and personal growth. Together, let's continue to uncover the deep truths that shape our lives.